Happy Sunday, everybody. It's the 13th of November. Come on in, say hello. Drop on in, say hi. How's the weather? Is it snowing for anybody yet? What's up, Spontaneous? Robert Anderson? Mike, what's up, Mike? I heard Cleveland's got some snow, dude. Is that true? My dad was telling me it was snowing. It's definitely chilly out here. We don't have snow yet, though. Is it snowing for anybody else? What's Oh, I got a guest request already? Oh, hey, Mike, come on in. What's up, dude? All right, he's coming in. What's up, bro?
I'm for legal reasons I'm in the passenger seat, but we're driving back from Indianapolis right now, so I don't know.
For legal reasons, I'm smoking a cigarette.
Right, exactly. Exactly. How'd your Chiefs do today?
They play tonight.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're playing. I don't really, dude, honestly, the Chiefs have done really bad this year. I'm not real happy with Mahomes. I'm more excited about the Browns season, honestly, than I am about the Chiefs this year.
Did you see what the Browns did today?
No, did we win or lose?
We lost to the Patriots 31-7.
Wow. That's great. Did Baker play?
Yeah.
He did?
What? Yeah, Baker got hurt. Baker got hurt though too.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, he hurt
his
knee.
Same shoulder?
No, his knee this time.
Oh. Great.
Someone's not going to get his contract. If he keeps.
Well, I mean, would you be happier with Johnny Manziel?
No, well, no, but I mean, I would like someone that's not going to hurt himself and actually can throw a ball downfield though too.
Look, man, I don't see you out there tossing the pigskin to Odell Beckham Jr., buddy.
Fair enough. However, if I was an able-bodied person, believe me, I would be throwing the ball downfield.
That's fair.
It's not these 5-yard slant routes.
Darren said it was 40. It was actually 45-7. Did you leave the Browns game early? Looks like they scored again.
Yeah, I turned it off. So.
Well, that's it. No, Browns.
A Cleveland fan can only take so much.
We're used to it though, man. This is why we get happy when we do have good wins, because we're just used to losing so much.
Yeah, and it's people from Cleveland that can handle relationships the longest because we put together with so much shit from our sports teams and we're nothing but loyal.
and we lived in Cleveland.
Right, that's what I mean. That's what I'm saying. Like, because we're the most loyal people there are because we're not going to leave you at first sign of distress.
Yeah. We're like the poorest, worst people on the planet are Cleveland Browns fans that live in Ohio. Like, we're literally the lowest of the low, I think.
Yeah. Did you hear about? Have you heard about the Guardians debacle now?
No, tell me.
I guess there's a roller derby team name of the Cleveland Guardians, and now they're suing the new Guardians. So we don't even know if they're going to be allowed to be called the Guardians.
Good. They shouldn't be called the Guardians.
Right. I want the Spiders anyway.
I see this as an absolute win.
Right. Right?
Yeah.
I want the Spiders.
I would have been, if I have to go back, if we can't have the Indians, which I still really disagree with because I think it's so stupid, but the Spiders were the next best thing in my opinion. Yeah, totally.
And,
what do you guys think?
And we have to, it's stupid. I think it's stupid that the Indians aren't allowed, but the Braves are allowed to have the frickin' chop and the frickin' Warhammer on their chest.
The Chiefs?
That's okay.
The
Right.
Chiefs are allowed.
Right.
I mean, the Blue Jays. You think about all of those poor birds out there that have
Right.
never
Right.
had a voice. You know, the
I
Toronto, and
mean,
they're from Toronto. There's not even there aren't Blue Jays don't even exist in Canada. They're only an
right.
American thing. That's not true at all. But
Right.
if it were true, which it should be, the Toronto Blue Jays is complete. I mean, that's cultural appropriation, bro.
I feel like the White Sox are going to be next because then that's, it's reverse racism, right?
You can't have the White Sox without the Black Sox, and then we already have
Right.
the Red Sox. And
Right.
so you're telling me you got Native American Sox, you got Caucasian
Right.
Sox. There's no
Right.
Black Sox. So I mean, tell
Exactly.
me about white supremacy. You know?
Exactly. Exactly. Precisely.
Yeah, exactly.
we should
We're not
we
gonna
should have
honor
just
we're not gonna honor the Native Americans. We're gonna honor the guardians of the galaxy. Is it Star Wars?
right.
Is that what
You
it
know,
is?
we should if I was the owner
Hey,
of the
JD.
team, I would have just fucked with them for one day and just said we're going to turn ourselves into the Caucasians.
We should have. I would have. You know what? I would have.
just
We could have kept most of our clothes that we had
right.
because you just had to
Right.
paint the color of their skin from red to pink.
Exactly. Why not? Like Cleveland Caucasians.
Yeah.
Whatever. All right, I'm gonna hop out. I should
All right,
probably focus. Should focus on my navigating.
Yeah, because you're definitely not driving for legal purposes.
Right.
Be safe. Bro.
Legal
We'll talk to you
reasons.
soon, okay.
All right.
All right,
Later.
see you, dude. Bye.
Bye.
If anybody else wants to jump in, you're welcome to send me if you guys want a guest request to come in and say hello. I can do that. Is Melissa on here? What's the video, JDM? I want to know this video that you're talking about. But if anybody wants to come in and chat, send me a guest request. So there's this guy that does live streams. Actually, I'm going to see if I can find him. What does this mean? Oh, he's currently co-hosting right now. Where's Melissa? Melissa, you want to come in and chat a little bit? Could invite him. A guy said the trees were planted, spaced out so slaves couldn't run and hide in the woods. Yeah, I mean, I believe that. Yeah, that makes sense. I believe that that makes the most logical sense, that the way that we plant trees is to spread them out far enough that the slaves can't hide in between. The person that said that has never been into the woods. Oh, for tree farms? Yeah, I'm sure it has nothing to do with how trees grow. How close am I to Belton? I don't think I'm too far from Belton Collective. I don't think I'm too far. Are you in Belton? Well, when you... it's true, though. I mean, because systemic racism exists in gardening. So, if I have my tomato plants and I'm not planting them far enough apart, I mean, tomato plants can grow high enough where people can hide behind. You know, easily down on their knees, just maybe looking up a little bit. So, though, also what Scooby-Doo taught me was that slaves can, and all people can hide behind poles and fire extinguishers and stuff. They can actually take the form. See, if you didn't know, what they don't tell you is, obviously they kept this hidden for centuries, but black people are able to take the form of different objects. So that's been problematic for a lot of centuries, and it's a secret that only I know. So that's why we do that. Yeah, it's all systemic, man. The chair that I'm sitting in was systemically meant to fit me more comfortably because of my white body. If I had any other colored body, this chair would not work out. There's a lot of kids screaming over there. I hope they're okay. A lot of it is a lot worse when you hear crazy how it's affecting things such as landscaping. Being from Louisiana, we've had to learn about the unpleasant part of our history. Well, I mean, let's just say that that's implicitly true. So what? Even if it was true, so what? Is that what we still use it for? You know, machines pick cotton now. But cotton still gets picked, right? Like, we didn't stop picking cotton because slaves picked cotton. All right, we didn't stop. That's just dumb. Well, we built our highways so that the rich white kids could get to the beach. Okay, well, now everybody can get to the beach, so what's your point? I asked them what they thought a fire was for. Fire-like? Like, if you have an orchard and you plant all of your trees close together and a fire starts in your orchard, you lose all your trees. Crazy. Oh man, I'm definitely chilly. We got to stop talking about, like, just stop listening to that stuff, man. Like, stop spreading it, stop listening. It's cold. I'm in Blue Springs Collective. I'm right outside of Casey. Hey, Corey, what's up, brother? But it's definitely chilly. I am shivering a little bit, but I'm almost done with my smoke, and then I can go inside. I feel like we gotta stop, man. Like, all of this. Stop caring about what's not important, guys. Hey, Melissa, you want to come in and talk for a little bit, or you got something going on? You can come in and say hi. Who's talking? Recovering from a hey, happy birthday, brother. I want to stand up. I hope you had a safe, good birthday. Sorry, it says my connection's unstable. Melissa, you want to come on? You want to come on and chat, or? Yeah, can you guys hear those kids in this neighborhood? Sounds like they're getting murdered. It's cool. You know, we're in a pretty suburban neighborhood. Nobody's getting murdered here. I mean, probably a bunch of white dudes killing hookers and stuff. What's up, babe?
I'm hungry.
You're hungry? Okay, I'll come in and make you food in a minute.
I want some of those small hamburgers.
If we still have some. Close the door so it's not so cold. The suburban murders. Well, what's everybody else got going on? Anybody else got any stories? You guys are just going to watch me smoke? Be uninteresting? Nice. What's for dinner, Corey? We, Sunday nights we don't usually do dinner. I usually make dinner. What's up, Crisco? Sunday nights we kind of do like a big lunch. Here, I might have to go inside. My connection sucks. My internet's been not that great. Anyway, last couple days. I'm boring. That's why I watch cool people like you, my friend. I appreciate the compliment. There is not a cool guy in this house. I am as uncool as they get, dude. Where are you in the country? I am in Missouri. I'm in Blue Springs, Missouri, near Kansas City area. And I'm originally from Cleveland, Ohio. When I retired from the Navy 2 years ago, my family and I moved out here to Blue Springs. My wife's got family out here. It's chilly, bro. Yeah, it's definitely chilly. I would say it's in the 30s.
I can't find my Oregon.
Chandler, Texas on Lake Palestine.
Okay, yeah. But the Oregon is.
That sounds awesome. That sounds like it's probably warmer than it is here.
That's my Oregon.
A sec, I'm gonna get my little stand so I don't have to hold this. Oh, you're in San Diego, man. I've been out in San Diego. I've been out to San Diego several times. When I was working with the training command in the Navy, and we used to have to do trips out to San Diego. And
Wait, can I see you?
I liked it, but it's expensive.
Can I see you drop the water?
You had sea school out there?
Can I watch you drop it?
There we go. Yeah, my A school was in. I went to 2 A schools. I went to one in Mississippi, and then I went to one in Virginia. Let me get my microphone set up so it'd be easier for you guys to hear me. 80 degrees today. Wow. Nice.
Okay, which?
I'm going to plug in my microphone. Probably make it easier to hear me.
Okay, so these are all the
80 degrees. Yeah, San Diego's weather never really changes, does it? It stays pretty consistent. All right, let me plug this bad boy. Beer in the vending machines in the barracks. Nice. What year was that?
They have special time.
Baby. What's up, mama? Silver. Hey, how are you? Hi, Kelsey.
I got 2 seconds.
Hi. You doing all right? Oh, 1980. Oh yeah. That sounds right.
And I have 1, 2, 3,
Caveman.
6,
What fun. What fun experience. The best
6 stacks.
The best story I got of things that should have been illegal but weren't when I was growing up was the cigarette vending machines. No, I did basic in. We're doing all right.
Do you have
Today was kind of a rough day. I did basic in Great Lakes in Illinois. Is this microphone better?
how much would you
Can you guys let me know? Is this microphone sound better than before?
I know, like, how much would
30 section duty. Wow. That sounds awesome.
you give me for 200? Yeah.
Mike, okay, Mike sounds good. Cool.
Um,
Way better. Good.
yeah, what would you give me for that?
Good. Today was a challenging day for me. Let me give you some background so that you guys can maybe understand a little bit more of my mindset for, day-to-day stuff. I look like I go fishing. I realize that now. I look like I'm a fisherman. I struggled with a lot of depression and anxiety my last couple years of the Navy. And I got put on some drugs. I got put on antidepressants, anti-anxieties. Oh, thank you, sir. Appreciate that. Gordon's Fisherman brand. I've been growing it out since I retired. So I used to, I was on some medication for anxiety, and I was also drinking a lot. I'm a recovering alcoholic. I've been sober for 2 years. I quit drinking 2 years ago. Actually, I quit drinking right before I got out of the Navy. So yeah, it's a little over 2 years. I was still in the Navy when I quit. And so anyway, I was on a lot of different drugs, antipsychotics, anti-anxiety, antidepressant drugs. I went through some talk therapy. I got treated. For some of the stuff that I grew up with. I had some really good conversational type therapy. But I was on these medications, these antidepressants, and because I was going through it. I was taking antidepressants and I was still drinking. And then I finally quit drinking and I was still on the antidepressants. And, things got rough and I know I needed help. And anyway, long story short, here we are 2 years later. I'm still sober. And I don't drink. I don't take any medication. I've been off of all my prescribed medications. So no psych drugs for me. But hey, Christy, Michelle, thank you. But with all of that being said, now I'm mentally healthier than I've ever been. No question in my life. I have my medical cannabis card, so I do smoke regularly. That's the only medication that I take, aside from a Motrin for a headache sometimes, I'll do CBD and stuff like that too. So, now I understand more with depression and anxiety that a sad day is okay.
Wait, what was the weapon you gave me?
You can wake up and have a sad day. You can wake up and be like, man,
Oh, nice.
everything sucks. And that's all right. There are reasons
What would you give me for
that we go through pain and suffering. There are reasons that we have bad days. We have to have bad days. It's very important.
It's
And we can't medicate ourselves through bad days. You can't do that. You need to experience bad days. Now, I'm not saying that I'm not a doctor. I'm not saying people should throw away their medicine. I'm not saying any of that. You need to make your own health choices.
I haven't had
But I believe very strongly in the idea of trials, hardships, and stuff like that are meant for a purpose. It's good to have bad days because it makes you appreciate the good days. And I have far more good days than bad days. Anyway, so that's kind of the gist of the whole story. All right, today was hey baby girl.
Dad,
what's up?
my food.
I will in a little bit.
I want to untravel and salad.
Okay. It's cold, so you're probably not going to want to be out there for too long.
I gave him like stacks of Sunbeam, and then
Yeah, exactly what Kelsey says. It's okay to not be okay. It truly is. And today just was an overwhelming... Oh, she's great. She's hilarious. Today was a very overwhelming day.
Yeah, it's one of one.
And that... So I'm coming out of that now. The morning was rough. It was just an overwhelming... everything bothered me. Everything made me frustrated. I wasn't happy about it. I just was everything, man. I wasn't looking for anything to be angry with, but man, I just was, in my mind, I was in just a bad place and everything was bad, and I don't know if I was just trying to make it bad for everybody else or what, but I do understand that like my mood impacts and affects everybody else in the family too. So we came home. I didn't have any lunch. I got to take a little bit of a nap, and thank you for the gifts, by the way, 6th. I appreciate that. Your hormones are crazy. I yelled at Cody. I felt awful. Aw, yeah, I understand. You know, and my wife she's helping me through this. You know, she carries a lot of like ownership for stuff that's not her fault. So when I'm expressing to her that I'm feeling displeased about just every day being overwhelming and just being pulled in so many different directions and feeling trapped and feeling like I don't know who I am, which is the conversation that we had today. It's like I feel like I don't know who I am sometimes. And it's all right because I understand that there's the baby. I understand that that's a part of the process. You know. It's okay, Mama. Yeah, oh, you purring now, huh? Pretty girl. Yeah. People like seeing you. More people are going to come in here if you stay on my shoulder. But yeah, can't. Are you saying can't about the cat? Or it's not a cat, it's a can't? Haven't seen Drew Breaks the News lately. What's up? Hey, I did I did one last week. Yeah, I have 3 of them, Crisco. This is Harley Quinn. Right, Mama? Yeah, baby. Sweet girl. Trying to make it better for Cody and can't. Oh, okay, I got you. I thought you were saying you can't with the cat. Because I know she looks like an alien. I won TikTok. Oh, thanks. Hey, Trey, what's up? And that's my human pet, Trey. I made him. Do you do live guests? I can and I have. I don't have a headphone set though. I only have a microphone right now. What do you want to talk about, John? I'll think about it.
I don't really need another temperature because you already gave them to me.
I can put headphones in.
Can you trade out the weapon?
It's the Independence Day kitty. She's a loving cat, man. We just got her recently. We've only had her for about, a little over a week now.
Okay.
Are you veering away from Drew Breaks the News? I guess, in some ways I am. I feel like the news is really exhausting and tiring sometimes, and so it's kind of like, I don't know. I feel like I can still talk about like news topics and not still do a news format, but like maybe do some comedy with it. I'm not decide like I'm not. It's not an absolute like no. I'm not a hard no on the on ending the news, but I just did one last week. I did one the week prior, so I may have to reformat how often I do it.
Flash video. New flash scam on
Well, the news, that's for sure. I mean, it's very hard to go through. It's just going to add on to the thought of having tough days and how easy we have it and how easy we have it compared to generations before us. Yeah, and John, I appreciate that message, man. If I could get my headphones, I'd have you on for a chat. I'm not sure I'm going to be on for too much longer, but as long as you guys can tolerate watching me and then my teenage son, petting the cat. It's not code.
Because it's entertaining.
But yeah, I agree, man. It's different types of stress, A lot of the stress that this generation and where we're at today, a lot of that stress is induced simply by the programming that we have. It's like we don't have the stress of the Great Depression and the war in the way that, but we also have the stress of way too much information now. Way too much information, way too many opinions, way too much and a lot of the information is proving on both sides to be inaccurate, and that's not a great feeling. I mean, I still plan to do new stuff, guys. I mean, it's if it's a matter of you following me, if you're going to unfollow me, and I'm not saying that you are, But if you're gonna unfollow me because I'm not doing the specific like Drew Breaks the News episodes, then then just go ahead and unfollow me. I mean, because my content, I don't know, I'm not overly like trying to limit myself. Hey, Mike, what's up?
Would you rather have
I'm new to TikTok and immediately gravitated to you. You're a real human being. Well, thanks, Crisco. I appreciate that, man. Look, I mean, I have a lot of opinions about a lot of things, and I'm learning how not to take stuff personal. I'm learning how to navigate like life now in this age of social media being kind of the focused media. So, you know, what I say on here are my thoughts, and I'm still trying to figure out life.
Okay, I found out how to see the old skeleton.
Hi, real woke supremacists, leftists, and liberals are deranged and evil. Have a nice evening. Yeah. Woke is just as dangerous as supremacy and everything else, man. But most people in life aren't those things. And I'd say a good majority of us can kind of see through the BS and not really buy into it. Thanks, Learner. Yeah, no kidding, bro. All right, we'll see you, caveman. Yeah, Callie, that's a rough area to live. Are you guys going to stay out there? Like, is that the... Guys, go have this conversation somewhere else.
I'm not even talking to him. He's
All right.
yelling in my face for no reason.
Are you guys going to plan to stay in Cali, or are you guys going to move?
Go away. I'm not.
Because, I mean, like, at what point do you just say, like, I can't do it anymore?
You already know.
Let's go, Brandon. Soy Ricky.
You already know it's not a bad.
Yeah, and I think the problem is that so many people have put so much trust into the media. Boys, seriously, go. Stop.
No, can you?
So much of the media that for a long time, we really trusted. We really wanted we really believed that everything that we were being told on TV is true until we started to see TV go into like a different direction where you started to see like the same type of commentary in every, thank you, Kristen, the same type of commentary in every TV show, every sitcom, every drama. You start to see the same thing over and over again, and you're like, wait a second, like, I didn't like get into Lost to watch like all of this stuff too, like, so I feel like we've been programmed, we've been really programmed to trust what we've been seeing. But think about it, guys. What was the push for people in this country? Get a TV in your house. Like, before TV, it was having a radio. Like, have a radio, listen to the media, listen to what's going on, read the newspaper to know what's going on. You know, in the 80s, in the 60s, people still argued over the same stuff that we argue about today. They just did it in different formats. They did it in print. They did it in other media types, early television and stuff like that. But look what we have today. We have the ability to communicate on a platform that can be reached by thousands of people to 1 million of people very easily. So we went from, like, the push was get a radio, listen to the news, get a television, listen to the news, read the newspaper, listen to the news. And then guess what? People started figuring out, I can kind of like pay money to say what I want. I'm a rich person. What if I buy a newspaper? And this is what happened. There's historical documentation that this stuff happened. I don't remember the name of the first newspaper, but its downfall began when the guy realized I could start printing ads, and those ads were going to pay for the revenue of my newspaper and the printing of it. I'm going to print these ads. Oh, ad donor says, hey, I'm going to give you so-and-so amount of money to keep, running my ads. But by the way, I don't like you reporting I don't like you reporting negatively on my content. So if something happens with my company, then don't report negatively on it, and then you'll keep getting these great ads. Oh, now look what happens. And guess where that's doubled and tripled and quadrupled all over the world is in media. Social media, the internet, television. You are being completely programmed and being fed constant information to trick you, to deceive you, to make you buy a product.
Okay.
If you control the media, you can control the narrative. It's all about being right. Yep. Just didn't have liberal crybabies with blue hair screaming in the street. Amazing. There's countless channels, apps, social media, all corrupt. Everything's corrupt. Everything is. Guys, human beings are corrupt.
How much in do you have now?
Human beings. We are absolutely. Thanks, Dad Jam. I appreciate that, man. They will keep censoring social media until it's irrelevant. But it won't matter because here's the thing right now. Like, I know we're concerned about censorship, but we're not being censored in the same way. Like, we're gonna keep going. People keep creating content. We keep finding platforms. So what? You have to move to a lesser platform than TikTok. Are you still able to create content? Are you still willing to speak the truth and have conversations about hard things? No matter what. If you can't be on TikTok, well, where do you go? Go somewhere else. Go, there are other places to make videos. And you just keep making content. You make it, make a new account, keep making content. What's more important, your brand or the truth? That's the question you should probably, these people that do this social media outrage stuff should be asking the question, what's more important, your brand or the truth?
That's all I have.
Your t-shirt line that you advertise and spend thousands of dollars to advertise, this conservative t-shirt line on Facebook, is that more important? Or is it the truth? Is it keeping your account? Or is it telling the truth? And I think that if you can answer that question one way or the other, you know where you stand.
Hold on.
And that's a hard question. As a guy that's got 167,000 followers, that's a hard question to ask. But you know what? The truth is more important.
I don't have any more.
So if this account dies, I have a backup. It may never get to 167,000 again, but it got to 36,000, and that was pretty awesome. So it's because people want to hear the truth.
And he did.
That's it. That's the answer.
I got none.
I don't do conspiracies, but government and big money are crazy corrupt. Yeah, they're not conspiracies, Chris. They're facts. A conspiracy is only an idea until it's been proven true or false. So, a conspiracy is a question. Shouldn't we question? I mean, did you guys grow up with the X-Files? I grew up with the X-Files, man. Question everything. Shouldn't we question? Isn't the conspiracy just a good question? And if you don't have a good answer, then what's more true? I mean, think about it. To me, it's just a question. Why shouldn't we be questioning? Let me catch up on comments here. I haven't turned on my TV in over a year. Good for you. Question, do you think the mandates are just an indirect way to defund the police? That's a very interesting question, Chris Coe. There is something going on there because right now with these mandates, and everybody's talking about it, so I'm not giving new information here, but with these mandates, the Biden administration is coming under a lot of pressure because this will be seen by the Supreme Court. It's now been, these mandates have been stopped in the circuit courts. This will now go to the Supreme Court. I don't think that they, from everything that I listened to, I don't think that they have much of a leg to stand on. But the damage is already done, guys, and it's the optics. There's a Nancy Pelosi video where she explains exactly what they're doing with the optics. This is exactly what they're doing. They're saying that there's a mandate. Media is on board telling everybody there's a mandate. All the businesses out there are, yep, we're mandating. Now people are like, no, this is not good. And the Supreme Court is going to end up standing up for the people that have lost their jobs or had to leave their jobs because of these mandates. And a lot of companies are going to have to be taken to task about, in court for this undue pressure. there's going to be a lot of money transfer is going to be very interesting over the next probably 7 years. But I think the damage is already done. And I heard a really good talking point. I don't know if I believe all of it per se, but I heard one that said that the Biden ran on the promise of ending COVID, and because COVID is still not over, they are kind of throwing everything that they have to hope to end it. And I think it was Britt Hume, who's an older journalist, who was saying this, talking to Tucker Carlson. And he said they're just trying to do anything that they can. Navy, yes, sir, Ned. I was a Chief Master Arms. Money, power, and ego are the gods. Yes, Colorado Kid, thank you, sir. There's a monster on your shoulder. Ah! She's a baby. She's a good little baby. Remember Yahoo forums from 15 years ago? People objected to free speech and they were shut down. Right. This is not new stuff, guys. Those of us that have been around have kind of seen this. I think I had to be reminded of all that, though. Like, I think it's a good thing to be reminded of. Like, these aren't new fights. These aren't new conversations. They're just done on a much bigger platform right now. But these aren't new conversations. Our parents had these conversations. Generations before them had these conversations. America was built on having these conversations. So I think we're just in a very interesting time with social media. I don't want you to see her butthole, so I'm going to try to cover it up so you don't have to see that. Who is next for American president? You know what, man? I don't care. I genuinely don't. It's the same old story, man. It's the same old story. It doesn't matter who's in office. I don't care. 35-year-old vet, got many shots and vaccines. I got my shots, and I'm doing great. A2. Awesome, Ernest. What's up, Spooner? How are you, man? How are you doing? You guys missed the kitty on the shoulder. She's like a hot water... Nope, there she goes. She's like a hot water bottle. So, like, if it's cold in the house, try kitty on your shoulder. Only found in hairless cats. Censorship will come under the guise of hate speech. I mean, they've been trying to push that narrative for a long time, and you know, maybe for some platforms it will. But I think that, you know, financially there'll be repercussions to companies that try to do stuff like that. But, you know, I don't know, like, look, I get it. When you have a public utility like a Twitter or a Facebook or something like that, which is really considered to be kind of a social platform for everybody, businesses and governments and everything else, yeah, there needs to be regulation there, and there needs to be laws followed, and not just big tech's decision to be like, no, that's hate speech, but actual laws and actual, upholding of those laws if it's to be considered a public utility. But if it's not to be considered a public utility, then we just need to move on and say, okay, well, this platform isn't going to work for us. We're going to move on to something else. And if a bunch of crazy people want to stay on said platform, then fine. We don't have to do that, guys. Like, I know it's frustrating to start over, but like, look, there are other platforms out there, Odyssey and Locals and Gab. Like, you can be social. You can have social media. I know, old liar. I get the argument. Who decides? I totally agree with you. I totally agree. The argument is who decides what's right and wrong. We go based off of, look, if we treat it as a public utility, then it's no different than it's covered under the same laws as free speech in the public square. And there are certain laws about, you know, public disturbances, inciting riots and stuff like that you would still follow. So it should be decided as in the sense of a public utility where the same laws apply. If you wanted to, I can go and say whatever I wanted to. I can still right now and be protected by the law. TikTok can decide to take me down. I can say whatever. I am free to say to you via TikTok whatever I want to say without legal repercussion. No one will come to my house and take me to jail. All right. Now, depending on, you know, if I'm making a threat or something like that, there could be an investigation, yes. But in the sense of, I could say something that you consider to be the most offensive thing ever said. I can say that to you with no legal repercussions. Okay? And maybe TikTok removes me, maybe you report me, sure, but I can still say what I want to. If I decide I want to keep saying it, then I just find a platform where I can say it. I mean, that's what if we have to, maybe the experiment, maybe the idea of all of us being the same is not the greatest idea. Maybe it's okay to say that, you know what, white people are different and black people are different, and it's okay, we can still live in harmony, but we can acknowledge each other's differences. How about that? Does that sound like too crazy? Because I think that sounds like a good idea to me. My best friend in the Navy, my second best friend in the Navy, who happens to be a black man, and I joke about each other's racial differences all the time, and we are very close friends. I acknowledge that he and his family are different, and he acknowledges that my family and my are different. I don't tell him how to raise his family or how to be, and he doesn't do that with me. And you know what? That separation's cool. We don't all have to look and be alike. I think that's okay. There's nothing wrong with being offended. Just be offended. The Constitution was ratified on the shoulders of the Great Compromise. What happened to the U.S.? Oh, money. The love of money. Neil says it's a free service. If we pay for a subscription, I'd be different. Yeah, that's true. That's a good point. I mean, we got to be realistic, man. Why has it got to be your second best friend, though? Because I'm very... Colorado. Oh, man, you got me. You got me, bro. Good catch. Being a best friend is very important to me, and I only have a couple. I'd say 3 solid best friends that I would be like, this is my best friend. But there are differentiations. Like, I have a best friend from high school, and we are still to this day very good friends, but he is my best friend from high school. And then I have 2 of my best friends are in the Navy. But he's not second-ranked best friend. I'm just getting myself in trouble. Make sure to let him know what number he is. Well, if he joins, he is on TikTok, so if he joins the live, I assure you, I hand to God, I promise, I would tell him he is my second best friend in the Navy. Not from high school. Not in life. My wife is my number 1 best friend, and I didn't know her in high school. Invite him and let's ask him. I don't know. Let me see if I can. He's not doing a live. How do I share? Okay, let me see. Let me see if I can get him in here. I just sent him the live. So if I can get him in here, let's see if we can get him. I'm watching to see if he joins. If he joins, it's game on. I'll see. Yeah, baby.
Are you gonna make my food?
Yeah, what do you want?
I want those mini hamburgers.
You want the mini hamburgers?
Yeah.
The White Castle ones?
Yeah.
Okay.
If we have any.
I think we should have one more set here. I'll let me take the phone upstairs and I will make you here. What's up, Zippy Kish? I want a mini hamburger too. Come on, kitty babe. Come on, let's get down. This is actually good timing because I'm thirsty too. So we're gonna go for a little walk again. I'm gonna make her her White Castle burgers, and then I'm gonna get myself a nice drink.
Oh, me too. Okay.
Second best friends lives matter too. I hope he comes in here. I have a guest request. Who's trying to come in? Oh, okay.
Dad, since there's only one,
Yeah.
can we like just split one? Because that was kind of.
Is there only one left? Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's only one left.
Well, let me look. I thought I pulled 2 out. Nope, there's 2. All right. I'm going to get myself a drink first. Yeah, he's not coming in here, man. Well, maybe I can get him to, I might be able to get him to do a duet TikTok. How about that? Would that suffice? if I could message him and see if he'd get on here and do a duet TikTok or a stitch or something. That might be the best way to do it. Yeah, these little White Castle burgers are good. Who else has got a guest request? Colorado, I don't have headphones, man. I can't get you. I appreciate it, dude. I'm using a lapel mic and I don't have headphones. I wouldn't be able to hear you. So I'm not set up for guests tonight, but I do appreciate your offer. All right. I'll wet my whistle first. Well, thanks, Zippy. I haven't been doing a lot of the new stuff. I've just been doing more commentary stuff. So that's why you haven't seen. Is it that cold in your house? Turn up the gas. Oh, yeah, I don't want to go broke. Yeah, I actually have the fireplace on right now. I got a gas fireplace on. And here, put this down. I don't know what the gas, like the propane bill is. Now, it hasn't snowed yet. It hasn't started snowing here yet. It did sleet the other day for like, gosh. Oh, whose mac and cheese is this? Nolan, is this your mac and cheese?
No.
Oh, it must be Trey's. It was sleeting just a little tiny bit, like 2 days ago. I think it was Friday. I mean, it certainly is cold enough to snow tonight. If there's precipitation, what are my political beliefs? Like, what do I lean? So card carrying wise, I'm a libertarian. I'm definitely conservative. Oh, that's your mac and cheese? Well, come on over here and get it, Mike. But I'm definitely more conservative as a libertarian. But I really don't, honestly, dude. Like, I'd rather not even have a political association. If my political party, no matter what it was offensive enough to somebody else that they didn't want to have a conversation with me, I think at this point I just would say I don't care. I mean, that's not the type of person I probably would want to hang out with. But again, I don't. I'd rather just not have a political affiliation than argue with somebody over it, because I think it's silly. And I mean, quite frankly, I don't know how I feel like I'm about this close to being done with politics in general. Card carrying and far left. All right, well, awesome. Doesn't really matter to me. At the end of the day, all I care about is taking care of my family, making good decisions for them, and teaching my kids how to be good, upstanding people. Baby. All right. So here's Lyndon, come get your burgers. Lyndon. You have a TV tray over there or anything, Nolan? No. Okay. Lyndon.
I'm coming outside now.
Okay. Burgers are on the table.
Did you put mustard in?
You want mustard?
No, I don't. That was
You don't?
nasty.
Okay, yeah, no, I didn't put any mustard on it.
Good, because I don't like.
Hey, Nolan, can you go let Trey know that his macaroni is done? Sorry, guys. Give me a second as I prepare my kids some food. So we don't do on Sundays. We do snack night because we usually do a big lunch. We usually go out to eat after church, and so snack night is kind of a eat whatever we have. Maybe leftovers, maybe some macaroni in a bowl. ramen.
He said it's not his macaroni.
It's not?
No.
Well, somebody made that macaroni, and it's still sort of warm. Actually, no, it's still warm. I mean, it's warm enough. Oh, well. We have a random macaroni case here. All right, guys. Well, that was you. Oh, that's right, Mike. Sorry. Well, anyway, I'm going to get rolling here. Appreciate you guys hanging out with me for a little bit this evening. If you guys haven't subscribed, you can do that or not. That's cool. Love you guys. God bless. Have a great rest of your night, and I'll catch you later.